All right, the Bobscars. Now, the way the Bobscars work is every category has a winner. Acting categories have 2 winners. Which reminds me. Oh, God. What have I done? Oh, right. I remember what I've done. I'm just doing some last minute finalizing, actually. Still, up to the wire, what's winning the Bobscars this year. Everybody wants to know. Yeah, I am gonna do that. All right. We start with screenplay. Now, there's one winner in screenplay, and there are 4, we'll call them runner-ups. We'll call them, basically, every category. I mean, the screenplay and, usually I have cinematography, but I didn't bother to. I didn't do cinematography this year. Or director, they do not have honorable mentions. But the other categories, the acting categories and the movie does have honorable mentions. And then there are the nominees, or the ones that are all the ones that I basically really liked a lot. And then there is the actual winner. Okay, so we'll start here. Screenplay. So, the final nominees, and then I'll say the winner. The nominees were challengers. I should look up who actually wrote it. I know that it's the same guy that wrote Queer. Written by Justin Kuritzkis? Da Vinci? Justin Kuritzkis. Next we have Kinds of Kindness. That's Yorgos. Who else wrote that with Yorgos? Let's see here. Kindness. Okay. Oh my God. Are you kidding me with this guy's name? Okay, so first we have Yorgos. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's offensive to Greek people. But Yorgos Lanthimos. He's not the one that tripped me up. It's Efthimis Philippou. Here, let me. I want this to actually fit. So let me. There we go. All right. Next we have. I do just love the Substances screenplay by Coralie Farja. And did somebody else write it with her? Let me just make sure. No, it is just by Coralie. Great job. All right. And then last we have Conclave by. It's directed by Edward Berger. Who wrote the screenplay again? Conclave. Peter Strahan. Very, very fun script. Or Strahan. And winner, Julio Torres for Problemista. Congrats to Julio. You made a very, very funny movie that very well reflected your sensibility. It's really impressive. All right, we're going to skip to director now. So, here are our directors of best. Okay, we'll say that this is. They're called best directors, right? And these are the best screenplays, and the very best is Problemista. Now, here are the best directors. Okay, we have Pedro Almodovar. I do not know how to do the accented O in Google Docs, and I don't care to learn. For The Room Next Door, heartbreaking film. That was the last The most recent of the films I watched, I just realized I'm not even looking at the chat. I loved Kinds of Kindness as well, Will. I'm just now looking at the chat because I was looking stuff up on my other screen and then I couldn't see my OBS. The Room Next Door really was the last movie that really shook up my Bobscar rankings. I did try to do some of my due diligence. Actually, I have a special award I'll do after Best Directors. There's still more to go through, but I was very disappointed this week by The Last Showgirl. It's a bad movie. I'm sorry. Pam is very good. I mean, I really love her as an actor. I get why people were like, oh, it's just so great. It's a great showcase for her. It's a problem of Nepo. Gia Coppola. You're not your aunt or cousin. You're not like your cousin. I had to think about it. Sophia's her cousin. I mean, she wasn't the worst. The worst part was the screenplay, which she didn't write. So I shouldn't go too hard on Gia. I did like her cousin, her other cousin, Jason Schwartzman, showing up in the movie. He was fun. And he had a fun year. Because he was also a fun supporting role in Queer as well, which was also fun. All right. Pedro Almodovar, The Room Next Door. Next of our best directors. Surprising nobody after she also got a nominee for her screenplay, Coralie Farja, for her utterly batshit insane gonzo masterpiece, The Substance. My favorite current director of this generation of directors made a beautiful film last year about the environment and our community and lots of stuff called Evil Does Not Exist. Beautifully directed film. One of the most monumental achievements of the year. Dune Part 2. Denny landed. He landed the Ornithopter. Alright? Not easy. He landed the Shai Hulud worm into the, crush. Whatever the fuck. He crushed it. He did it. And then last but definitely not least, I couldn't do this list without Jane Schoenbrunn for the staggering achievement of I Saw the TV Glow. But the winner, Ramel Ross for Nickel Boys, the most beautiful directing I saw last year. Wonderful, wonderful directing. That was a movie that was, the directing was everything. It was literally about directing you and misdirecting you and disorienting you and going on a whole emotional journey through history and through very dark things, but always feeling like you were in good hands while you were, getting really bummed out. But that's no small achievement. Okay, so those were the two other awards that I'll give besides the acting and then Best Picture. So let's start with our supporting actors. Okay, so now we have tiers. All right? So I should say these for me were the best supporting actors. And I will do I'll start with the honorable mentions because I have a lot. This is the most nominees in a category, supporting actor, I think. So let me make smaller text. Is this even readable? Oh, okay, hang on. Honorable mentions. Here we go. You know I have Cedric Yarborough in juror number 2. Academy Award nominee Yura Borisov. Very good. And Honora. My favorite young actor of this generation, Austin Butler, did 2 great performances last year in Dune Part 2 and The Bike Riders. Another one of my favorite actors, Toni Collette. Some people did not like her in this movie, but look, I can't resist her. Toni Collette in Juror number 2. Ayaka Shikutani in Evil Does Not Exist. One of the working class drones that goes to represent the company. This was a pleasant surprise. Nathan Faustin in The People's Joker as the Joker, her close confidant, of the Penguin type character. He's very funny and also does some great acting. David Johnson has a lot of fun playing both a busted and then a supercharged Romulus. I loved him in that. I mean, maybe the most memed performance of the year, and deservingly, Adam Pearson, A Different Man. A lot of people really loved his performance, and I am one of them. I love Tom Hardy doing a ridiculous accent. I can't lie. And then lastly, another one from The People's Joker that really, really surprised me and I just really loved as a longtime Tim and Eric head, David Lee Bahart in The People's Joker as well as Ra's al Ghul. Okay, so those are our honorable mentions. Now for the actual Best Supporting Actors. Alright. Now keep in mind, I'll do the Best Supporting Actors, then we'll do the Performances of Distinction, which is a tier above, and then we'll do the 2 winners. Alright? Okay. Here we go. So starting with our regular old nominees. Oops. No, I was looking at leading. Josh O'Connor in Challengers. Katie O'Brien. We got the O in Love Lies Leading. I'm going to say all the nominees like this. Jack Haven. Recent name change. We love them. Him. I saw the TV Glow. A great performance. Another great performance. I mean, obviously, all these are great performances because they're getting their Bobscars flowers. All right, Anjanou Ellis Taylor in Nickel Boys. Look, I can't resist. Again, I don't know how to do special characters, so and then look, the movie's not good, but she does do a good job in it. It's not a supporting performance; it is a lead performance. It's a bigger part than the title role, but you know, the category fraud continues into the Bobscars as well. And yes, the movie's reprehensible, but I love Neytiri, and I do like her performance in the movie. And that's the only award that Amelia Perez will be getting from the Bobscars. So, can't resist the Tooch. In Conclave. A year that proved musical theater is definitely good, actually. Here she is. Can't deny it. Great performance. Now another wonderful actor from the world of... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I got ahead of myself. From September 5, John Magaro. Not John Magar. John Magaro. Great performance. Another one of my favorite young actors, and also from the world of musical theater. Here he is. Mike Faist, a previous Bobscar recipient for West Side Story, of course. Nominated here for Challengers. And R.I.P. Richard Roundtree was great in Thelma. I'm just talking about Thelma Shaft. bad mother shut your mouth. Okay. Richard Roundtree. And last but not least... Look, I mean, you know, it was... Come on, we all loved seeing him do it again. We all loved... I mean, I loved seeing him do it again. I cannot deny Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice is on here. Alright. Now... We'll call this... We'll do a nice little... Oh, no. I don't want to do that. Yes. Circle of Distinction. I'm so stupid. Okay. The Circle of Distinction for supporting actors. His domination continues, but he doesn't win the top prize, but he does get the Circle of... Okay. I don't... Go away. Kieran Culkin. A Real Pain. Now, we have a totally batshit performance from one of my favorite actors, Leslie Manville, in Queer. Worth the whole movie to see her in the final, like, 1/4 of it. She's so fucking crazy. The emotional core of Nickel Boys for me, Brandon Wilson, as one of the titular boys. And also, last but not least, but we gotta go with Sue here. And not just Sue, but also her wonderful work in Kinds of Kindness as 3 different characters. Actually, 4 different characters. She plays she plays twins in the last story, so she did the most work of all those actors. Huh? She's great. And she was really good in Kinds of Kindness and The Substance. So we are quality stands here in the Bobscars universe. Okay, and now winners, chicken dinners. Jeremy Strong Prentice. And I gotta do it to him. Dementis himself, Chris Hemsworth, in Furiosa. Dementis foretold second Trump term. Second Trump term is Dementis. Rewatch Furiosa, and Dementis is the most Trumpy character. He's more Trumpy than Trump, who is a character in the movie this year as well. So that's our Circle of Distinction: Kieran Culkin, Leslie Manville, Brandon Wilson, and Margaret Qualley. And then our winners: Jeremy Strong and Chris Hemsworth. All right. Now, Best Actor. Okay. And here we'll have some honorable mentions as well. Best Actors. Oops. Go away. Okay. Okay. Actually, no. Bigger than that. Okay. Honorable mentions. We have Riley Keough in Sasquatch Sunset. We have Emma Stone in Kinds of Kindness, especially in the last story where she's just really having fun. Of course, Vera Drew in The People's Joker. He doesn't get enough appreciation for his performance. It's going all to the script, but I thought Jesse Eisenberg was also quite affecting as a counterbalance in A Real Pain. One of my other favorite actors right now, I always like her, Jodie Comer, as the main narrator and the memory filter for the bike riders. That kind of talks through that. All right. Scroll up. Okay. Uh, yeah. June Squibb. Oh, June Squibb. Mama. Hitoshi Omika as the central character of Evil Does Not Exist. And Julio Torres once again for Problemista. Okay. Now let's see, what are our... Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay. We start with a movie that didn't fully work for me, but his performance certainly did. Coleman Domingo and Sing Sing. Followed by Julianne Moore. I needed to warm up to this performance, but by the end I was really in love with her in The Room Next Door. Maybe controversial, that I love Nicholas Hoult, and especially juror number 2. Nosferatu, he's fine. Nosferatu, but I just want to, acknowledge that he was also part of another one of the big movies of last year. But juror number 2 is where, for me, he really steals the show. It was a really great performance. Sorry, Demi, you don't get to automatically win because of your whole career with the Bobscars, but you did sure enough do a great job in your movie. The winner at Cannes gets recognized here at the Bobscars. Jesse Plemons in Kinds of Kindness. Okay. The big movie star of last year. Not also for Twisters. I'm not going to also include Twisters, but Hitman is an amazing, amazing movie star performance from Glenn Powell. Speaking of great performances in multiple movies, Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice and A Different Man. Ooh, it fit. I have to... musical theater is good, actually. Okay, Cynthia, you'll get on the list. You're very, very good in the movie. My girl, if she does a halfway decent performance, she's gonna get in here. Kristen Stewart, Love Lies Bleeding. And last but not least, I mean, who didn't? I mean, the movie was what the movie was, but who's not having fun with Josh? Who doesn't love Josh Hartnett in Trap? I mean, he is the best part of the movie by far. All right. Winners, chicken dinners. Oh wait, no, sorry. There's another tier. I forgot my. Oops. Circle of distinction. Okay. I'm doing a last-minute substitution from what's even on my notes here. So I'm going to start with Ralph Fiennes. My favorite Ralph Fiennes performance that I've ever seen was this year in Conclave. We'll go next with She's Michi, and she's Tashi Duncan. A huge performance that held over the whole year. I wasn't as crazy about her in Doom Part 2, so I'm not gonna include that. But Challengers. She makes the movie. She's her just sitting there watching him play tennis. Come on. Another one of my favorite actors who, again, the movie that, the movie was what the movie was. I liked it. But she, as always, fantastic. Amy Adams in Night Bitch. Just another revelatory performance from Amy. She just can't help it. And yeah, okay. Last but not least, on the Circle of Distinction, another one of the most heartbreaking performances of the year. Justice Smith in I Saw the TV Glow. That last final moment of the movie just hits you like such a ton of bricks, and that's all him. Oh, and some makeup and stuff, but like mostly just his. You just feel him. It's such a wonderfully empathetic performance. Okay, and now winners of Best Actors of movies released in 2024 that I saw, which I should say, actually here, I'll add it right now. We're gonna add award for movie that probably would get some nominations, but I haven't seen yet. I'm Still Here. I didn't get a chance to see I'm Still Here. So yeah, that's the biggest one I think that I missed. All right, our winners. For the entirety of last year, of 2024, Tilda Swinton, from the second that I started keeping notes for the Bobscars, she was winning Best Supporting Actor for Problemista. But the truth is, her performance is it straddles the line. It's kind of supporting and leading. Like, it's like Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. Like, he was submitted in leading, but you could have just as easily submitted supporting. Nobody would have cared. In fact, it's a little odder that he's leading, but it is such a huge twin pillar of the movie. Like, right, these two poles of the movie are Clarice and Hannibal Lecter, and I think that's very much in Problemista. Julio Torres needs to meet this insane woman to kind of open up and like figure out his life or whatever. And it's just such an amazing performance. And then the most recent movie I saw that's made my list, The Room Next Door, she just broke my heart, playing a dying woman. Just an unbelievable performance. I mean, Tilda Swinton's always great. I love her in everything, but very quietly gave two of her best performances of her career last year. And the other Best Actor of the year. We're going to go with Ani. We're going to go with Mikey Madison and Honora. That was my last minute switch. She went from Circle of Distinction up to winners. Right at the last minute here. But I mean, she's the movie. She's the movie. It's a movie that goes through two very different modes. And that all hinges on her, and she fully commits to it, and it's the reason that it works. And then it has this gut punch of a really sad coda of the movie, sort of, or the final scene, and like all of it, just through the whole thing, you just track her emotional journey. Very powerful, very great. So, Mikey Madison. So congratulations to our Best Actor winners for the Bobscars, Tilda Swinton and Mikey Madison. Now, we are at the final category. Best Pictures. So, let's start again with our honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. All right. Oh, I did have honorable mentions for director. I'm gonna go have the honorable mentions for director in real quick. We only had a few, but I should shout them out. And Vera drew the People's Joker. All right. Shout out to those honorable mentions as well. Okay, now let's go to our best pictures. Here we are. Oh, let's start with our honorable mentions. Okay. Just gonna actually see if I can keep this like that. Okay. Hitman. Nosferatu. A Real Pain. Juror number 2. No, it didn't make the final list of my best pictures. As much as I've shouted that movie out this year and I love it, and I can't wait to watch it again while I'm high on a plane. Okay. Night Bitch. A Different Man. September 5. Beer. Trap. Sasquatch Sunset. And Thelma. Okay. Now, best pictures. Here we go. So we're going to do the nominees, or and I should say these are roughly ranked with each of these tiers. They're like higher tiers, like how I list them, even in the honorable mentions. I don't put a lot of thought into that, but whatever. Okay. Best pictures. Challengers. Substance. Dundee. Dune Part 2. Furiosa. Problemista. Kinds of Kindness. Conclave. The People's Joker. The Apprentice. No one minds their Bobscars. And Love Lies Bleeding. Okay. Now, there are 5 movies in our Circle of Distinction. Alright. So, and then we will have our final best film, best picture winner. Alright? After this Circle of Distinction of 5 films. Again, roughly ranked. So this is kind of like second place is the top of this list, but all these are just my absolute favorites of the year. Evil Does Not Exist by Ryusuke Hamaguchi. The Room Next Door by Pedro Almodovar. Anora by Sean Baker. I Saw the TV Glow by Jane Schoenbrunn. And Nickelboys by Ramel Ross. I shouldn't say by, that's who directed these. We have different writers for a lot of them. Okay, so that's our Circle of Distinction. And finally, Best Film of 2024 as determined by me, Bobby, the sole voting member of the Bobscars. It's that cat. It's that cat. It's that cat and his animal friends, his capybara, his stork, and the lemur, and the dog, and the cute little golden retriever. Oh my god, I love this fucking movie. I love it. I love it so much. Not a word of dialogue in it. Animated masterpiece. Best animated film of the year. Best animated film in years. In years. And Miyazaki just released a movie last year, which was great. But this is a monumental achievement of animation and of visual storytelling. Flow is my best film of 2024. Now, finally, I do have one more award, actually. And it is an award that I call Winner of the Year. This is the person that I think just won the year. Past winners of this award include, last year it was Ayo Edebiri, who still is winning the year, but like that was when she won every Emmy, she won everything, she was in all these great movies in addition to being on The Bear. So Ayo won last year. A previous winner, I think the first Bobscars that I did was the year of Get Out, and Jordan Peele won the winner of that year. I think that was a great pick. That it only gets better with the Bobscars as the Bobscars age. And for this year, the winner of the year. And I even add a caveat, and every year for this guy, We love when he shows up in anything. He's always great. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna pull an image of him and put it here instead. Here we go. The winner of 2024, and every year that we get to have this wonderful, wonderful man in movies, Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe. He was in, of course, Kinds of Kindness, Beetlejuice, Nosferatu, and my favorite Super Bowl commercial of this year with Catherine O'Hara, where they are pickleball hustlers. A great, one of the only good Super Bowl commercials. Look, we love. Hang on, this should line up. There we go. Thank you, Willem. We love you. You've been great for almost 50 years of acting now. He started in the early 80s, so what we're talking about, that was like 45 years ago this man started acting. And he's still at the top of his game. We don't deserve him, so I'm taking the time this year to recognize Willem Dafoe as, hey, Emilio, you're here for the very end of the Bobscars. Should I just go over all my Bobscars again, now that I've written them all out? Let's review. The Bobscars 2025 for movies in 2024. Best screenplays, we have Challengers, Kinds of Kindness, The Substance, Conclave, with the winner, Julio Torres, Problemista. Very funny. For Best Director, Pedro Almodovar. Basically anything he would direct, it's gonna be genius. The Room Next Door, Coralie Farja, The Substance, Ryusuke Hamaguchi, my favorite director, Evil Does Not Exist. Denis Villeneuve, Dune Part 2, come on, he did it. Jane Schönbrunn, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, I Saw a TV Glow. And the winner, the greatest feat of directing I saw last year, was Ramel Ross with Nickel Boys. We got honorable mentions for that as well. Yorgos, Luca, and Vera Drew. Now, Best Supporting Actors. We have Josh O'Connor in Challengers, Katie O'Brien in Love Lies Bleeding, Jack Haven and I Saw the TV Glow, Anjanou Ellis-Taylor in Nickel Boys. Nickel Boys is based on a Colston Whitehead novel that won the Pulitzer Prize, and it is a film that is shot entirely or mostly in first-person perspective. So you're always seeing from one of two characters' eyes, basically. And so the camera is like their eyes that you're seeing through. And it's very, very cool. So let's see. Anjanou Ellis-Taylor, Nickel Boys, Zoe Saldana as Neytiri, and Amelia Perez. That would have made Amelia Perez a lot better if it was Neytiri being like, Amelia Perez being like, "You are like baby." That would have been great. Stanley 2 Chainz is in Conclave. Ariana Grande in Wicked. I had to give it to her. John Magaro, really great in September 5. Mike Faced, Challengers. Shaft in his final film role in Thelma. Richard Roundtree actually is very great. The relationship between his character and Thelma was my favorite thing in the movie, and I really loved him in it. And then Michael Keaton having a great time playing Beetlejuice again. All right, in our circle of distinction, these are the people that are a tier above, but just outside the actual winner's circle. We have Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain, Leslie Manville in Queer. I just want to show everybody what Leslie Manville looks like in Queer. Hang on, let's just take a look at that. Yeah, I want to get a good shot of her. Oh no, this is it. This is a good one. Okay. Let's just drag this over. This is what she looks like in the movie. You seeing that? And the performance is not just the look, but of course, my school of acting, she looks insane. And she's letting that inform her, her choices and the character. It's really awesome. It's a really awesome performance. It's in the last fourth of the movie, and it just comes in and just crushes. Lizzie Manville, Brandon Wilson in Nickel Boys, one of the Nickel Boys, and Margaret Qualley had an amazing year in The Substance and Kinds of Kindness, but our winners are Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice as Roy Cohn, and our boy Dementis, Chris Hemsworth in Furiosa. Let's look at Dementis. Hang on. Dementis. Yeah, so let's see him. Let's look at our boy Dementis. Yes. Oh, okay, good. This is the this is the fandom page for him. Oh, okay, great. I just wanted to look at the image. Seen that? There's our Dementis. We love Dementis. Dementis is, as I said earlier, the greatest depiction of Donald Trump in film is Dementis. He's so fun in this movie. He's so funny. He's so great. Okay, so Jeremy Strong and Chris Hemsworth are our two best supporting actors winners. Our honorable mentions are Cedric Yarborough from Reno 911 and Juror Number 2, Yura Borisov and Honora, my dude Austin Butler and Dune and the Bike Riders, Toni Collette in Juror Number 2, Ayaka Shibatani in Evil Does Not Exist, Nathan Foston as the Penguin in The People's Joker, David Johnson as the android in Alien Romulus, Javier Bardem as Lisa Al-Gaib! Adam Pearson and A Different Man, Tom Hardy doing a ridiculous accent in The Bike Riders, and David Liba Hart as Ra's al Ghul in The People's Joker. Alright, now our best actors were Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing, Julianne Moore in The Room Next Door, Nicholas Hoult in Juror Number 2 and Nosferatu, Demi Moore in The Substance, Jesse Plemons in Kinds of Kindness, Glenn Powell in Hitman, Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice and A Different Man, Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, Kristen Stewart in Love Lies Bleeding, and Josh Hartnett in Trap. That's right, I said it. Circle of Distinction, Ralph Fiennes in Conclave, Zendaya in Challengers, Amy Adams in Night Bitch, and Justice Smith in I Saw the TV Glow. And our winners, this was a very tight category. This is the best actors. These were great. But Tilda Swinton in The Room Next Door and Problemista, especially Problemista, is just one of my favorite performances I've seen in years. And then Mikey Madison in Honora. Yes, Jesse Plemons gets the nom. He won it at Cannes. He won Best Actor at Cannes. It's like the only one. Then he didn't get anything after that. Poor guy. But, I mean, that's pretty cool. Honorable mentions are Riley Keough in Sasquatch Sunset, Emma Stone in Kinds of Kindness, Vera Drew in The People's Joker, Jesse Eisenberg in A Real Pain, Jodie Comer in The Bike Riders, June Squibb in Thelma, Hitoshi Omika in Evil Does Not Exist, and Julio Torres in Problemista. Oh, and then the award for movie that probably would get some nominations but I haven't seen yet is I'm Still Here. Then the best pictures of the year. Challengers, The Substance, Dune Part 2, Furiosa, Problemista, Kinds of Kindness, Conclave, The People's Joker, The Apprentice, Wicked, and Love Lies Bleeding. Now the Circle of Distinction, the tier just outside of my best film of the year, we have Evil Does Not Exist, The Room Next Door, Honora, I Saw the TV Glow, and Nickel Boys. And my best film of 2024, Flow. And let's see that kitty. Let's see the kitty. Let's look at the kitty. Yes, let's see. Come accept your award, kitty. Yeah. This is, yes. Okay. Do you have any words to say, kitty? Well said. Thank you. Thank you, kitty. We love your movie. It is the most stunning work of animation I've seen in many, many years. So, yeah, we should have had a cat interpreter, but I think we all understood what she was saying. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the Bobscars. and we'll be here again next year. Yeah. Anyway. I love how the Katamari, like, orchestral soundtrack came on at the end. It made it really dramatic.